Welcome back, guys, and welcome to Do You Copy, an incredible indie horror game that we played about 5 years ago. And now you might be wondering, why are we playing this game again? Well, in this video, we are going to be playing the direct sequel of this game, which is called... I forgot. Give me a second. Way to go. Just fuck up the entire intro. In this video, we're going to be playing the direct sequel called A Gracewind Tale, The Leeds Murder. Now, I don't really remember too much what this game was all about, so that's why I'm doing it. I wanted to play both games and compile them together because I know the second one is a tad bit longer, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you're down with that, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's do this. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the tower. What an absolutely beautiful game, man. Did you know this game was made in 48 hours? Just 2 days. This game was made. How crazy is that? And this is what I consider a cozy horror, in my opinion, the best type of horrors. And that's our friendly neighbor tower over there. All right, let's check this out. This is going to be my sleeping place for the night, I suppose. Attention, switch is broken. Has to be held in place. Park services have been notified. I think I can switch this on. Yes. Alright.
Tower 4, this is Tower 2. Hourly radio check, over. You there, buddy? Come in, Tower 4. Do you copy? Over.
Tower 2, this is Tower 4. I copy. Over.
Good to hear, Tower 4. Kicking off for the night. Park's all yours. Over.
Interesting. Alright, so I just want to say, dude, if I got a job here and I see all these like symbols and sigils and missing text on broken windows, boarded up, I'm gone. I'm just not doing it. I don't care what the pay is. I'm just gone. 100% gone. So we are Tower 4. We're right in front of Gracewind Lake, and Tower 2 is off for the night. And so it's just us here. Shouldn't be too bad, right?
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Copy. This is Fire Tower 4. Over.
I saw this channel listed on one of the trails out here. I need you to help me. I'm lost and something is chasing me. Please, you have to help me.
Sir, calm down. I need you to stay calm. Where are you? Over.
I don't know. Something started chasing me, so I started running. You have to help me. I'm going to die out here.
Well, that's not good. I'll go ahead and turn on the floodlights. Over. So the floodlights are going to be right back here. Let's go ahead and help him out. We've got a man in distress out there.
Yes. Okay. I see them. I'm gonna come to you. Thank you.
Okay, sweet. So now he should know where we are, more or less. Come back outside. Let's take a look at this bulletin board here. So this is the Goat Man, which is...
Look, I don't know what happened back there. I was camping, you know, a solo hike, just a day or two to myself. This was such a mistake. Got fresh air, a run. Yeah, lots of good that did me. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling at you. Just trying to keep my head busy, you know? I'll let you get back to whatever you do.
Okay, so this is the Goat Man. This is the supposed killer within this game, right? Some sketches. Obviously, the person that works here before, or whoever, has made sketches based on what they've seen in the past. We also have some missing people posters here. So, the Gracewind Herald, fourth hiker missing since June. Local officials weigh in. While the community still tries to recover from the horrible crimes perpetrated by Michael Leeds.
Kind of break in the road. It says I'm leaving the Carnation Rock Trail. What should I do?
the Carnation Rock Trail. That's all the way over here. Okay, so he should probably... He's right here. So he should probably go right. Right? And then go down the trail again, and then we're on Tower 4.
I'm just gonna keep on checking in on this channel. Maybe eventually someone's gonna do their job, and I'm just gonna keep running this path here.
Okay, so go ahead and take the right path. Over.
Going right. All right.
So the person doing these crimes is Michael Leeds. Now, the sequel to this game is called The Leeds Murder. So let's keep that in mind once we play the second game. The still fresh wound has been made even more stinging by the fresh rash of disappearances. Since the beginning of this summer, no fewer than 4 overnight visitors to Gracewind Park have gone missing. Multiple sightings of a large bipedal animal watching the hikers from the trees have been dismissed by local officials as bear sightings, and the Park Services had issued an official warning. Oh shit. Look over there, guys. Look over there. Oh my god. Well, you know, I've got the floodlights on, buddy. Don't mess with me, bud. I don't know if we made a mistake or not. Just gonna have to wait on that guy to report back to us. To whom it may concern, stop putting cover cutouts of movie monsters in the woods. Regardless. Park Services. Notice to all park personnel. Until further notice, the Gracewind Lake Pass is off limits to all park visitors due to multiple reports of bears.
What was that? Did you hear that?
What the hell? Okay, just keep on the path, okay? You're almost there.
No, no, no. Did you hear that? That is not. It is still chasing. Did you see that?
Uh-oh.
Alright. I think I lost it. But I definitely lost the trail too.
Okay, what do you expect me to do about that? I don't know. What do you see? Any landmarks?
I think I see a lake and a cave, a mine, something like that.
Oh, shit. Okay, so there's multiple endings in this game. We could tell him to go to the mining tunnels, but I don't remember if that was the right ending. So we could tell him to head to the lake, and then it'll put him back on the trail, or he can go towards the mine. You can find a way back to the trail from there.
Anybody receiving any of this? Now, of course, if no one is, you're probably not gonna answer.
Let's tell him to go towards the lake. Wait, what happened? Why can't I tell him? What?
Yeah. Creepy abandoned mine. Sounds great.
Where did the options go? The fuck? What's going on? So my options just disappeared.
Are you watching the lake?
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, I think he died. Did he die?
So maybe you wanna level with me. Is this your idea of a prank? Cause, I get it. Haha, let's all have a good laugh at the lost guy. But
I'm not messing with you.
alright. Good. Good. That's good.
Yeah, I think this guy's gonna fucking die.
Are you going to save him?
Let's take one final look here. Be very careful. So I wasn't able to instruct him on what to do next, which is kind of bothering me. I'm just gonna wait for him to communicate with me again. Let's go back to the...
Alright. Looks like another fork in the road. Any advice?
Fork on the road. Okay, so he is either in Gracewind Lake Pass or he is on the fork on the road to go over to Tower 2. Okay, so head off this path to the left. Keep on this path, it's straight shot to me.
Hey, you, been getting the feeling that, somebody's watching you? You know what? Never mind. I'm just being paranoid.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume he's right here. The fuck? Guys, what's happening out there? Oh my god, what's happening?
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? You're going to die out here.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so creepy. That is so creepy. What the fuck happened? Missing. Another hiker lost in Gracewind Park. Tragedy has once again struck in Gracewind Park as another visitor goes missing. The Gracewind Park services have issued an official statement claiming that the individual in the question was the victim of a bear attack and that some of his personal effects were collected at Gracewind Lake Pass. The park ranger on duty that night, however, claims that there is more to the story. In an exclusive interview, they claimed that there was some kind of monster imitating the lost man's voice over the radio. And while that may sound unbelievable to some of you out there, we here at the Midnight Star are no stranger to bizarre stories coming from Gracewind Park. We're going to go and choose different options. I'm going to send the hiker to the mines and then see if we can find a way for him to actually survive. Because I just remembered the killer also pretends to be the hiker in order to trick the player, which is something that a lot of people, they play it over and over and then they realize, you know.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
So we're gonna respond to him again. We're gonna say copy, this is Fire Tower 4.
I saw this channel listed over the trails out here. I need you to help me. I'm lost and something is chasing me. Please, you have to help me.
Okay, so we're gonna let him know, calm down. You need to stay calm. Where are you?
I don't know. Something started chasing me, so I started running. You have to help me. I'm going to die out here.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the floodlights. Here we go. Turn on the floodlights for the hiker.
Yes. Okay. I see them. I'm gonna come to you. Thank you.
All right, perfect. So meanwhile he does that, let's go back to the bulletin. And here we have Sasquatch sighting hoax or missing link. A local man on the Carnation Rock Trail in Gracewind Park reported seeing a large bipedal animal while briefly separated from his hiking group last week.
I was just out camping, you know, a solo hike, just a day or two to myself. This was such a mistake. Got fresh air, a run. Yeah, lots of good that did me. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling at you. Just trying to keep my head busy, you know? I'll let you get back to whatever you do.
So the man who asked to remain anonymous was insistent that what he had seen was in fact a Bigfoot, but was distracted before he could take a picture by the sound of his group calling for him. Strangely, upon rejoining them, then it says in red letters Leeds, which is the name of the person we read earlier.
I'm at some kind of break in the road. It says I'm leaving the Carnation Rock Trail. What should I do?
He claims that his group never noticed he had gone missing and was not calling for him. Alright, so take the path on. We're gonna go path on the left here.
Alright. Left. Got it.
Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll see what he reports back to us. So this is another local man arrested. Suspected connection to the missing persons at State Park. The rash of disappearances around Gracewind Park seems to have come to a close with the arrest of Michael Leeds. The local farmer was a regular presence around Gracewind Lake for the 20 years and has been linked to the disappearances by a survivor of one of his attacks. The camper who claims to have been pulled off the trail.
Now.
The fuck you mean run now? Oh god. So you see, it requires you to lose and fail and get different endings for you to get all the info within this game. And I think that's one of the special things about it too. So it says the camper who claims to have been pulled off the trail was able to survive by hiding in an unused park ranger tower south of Gracewind Lake. He claims that he heard Leeds searching the woods below, and at one point even began to bang on the tower's door and taunting him to come out. Leeds' trial will begin. Leeds' trial will begin.
What was that? Did you hear that?
His trial will begin early next. Hold on. Just keep on the path, okay? You're almost there.
No, no, no. Did you hear that? That is not. It's still chasing. Did you see that?
Oh, shit.
Alright. I think I lost it. But I definitely lost the trail too.
See that? I think that's the one that's the goat man. I don't think that's him. What do you see?
I think I see a lake and a cave, a mine, something like that.
And that's why you gotta lead him to the mines. Head towards the lake, head towards the mine. You can find a way back on the trail from there. Over. Okay.
Look, man. You get me out of this. I owe you one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, let's set it at that.
It's crazy because you can if you really pay attention, you can tell that it's not the same guy. It's this other dude trying to be him. The voice is a bit more menacing.
Watching the lake.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay, Leeds' trial will begin early next week. Guilty verdict is all but assured. Leon Ashburn.
So maybe you want to
Missing.
level with me. Is this your idea of a prank? Because, I get it. Haha, let's all have a good laugh at the lost guy. But, okay, that's not fair. Maybe you're not laughing. You know, you aren't laughing, right? This is actually the way over to you.
Yeah, that's not him, bro. I'm not messing with you.
Alright. Good. That's good.
Hey, you see, that's not him.
Are you going to save him?
Oh, God. let's go back to the bulletin. J.C. Nebom, last seen entering Gracewind Park in July 12, 1999. Roughly 5'4" and of medium build with no identifying scars or tattoos. The last known contact she was with, a co-worker.
Looks like another fork in the road. Any advice?
Okay, so head off this path to the left. Keep on this path. It's a straight shot to me. To the left.
Hey, you, been getting a feeling that, somebody's watching you? You know what? Never mind. I'm just being paranoid.
Okay, so I'm thinking that's the right choice. I'm not sure. Only time will tell here, but there's literally 4 endings. We'll see what happens. We'll see which one we get here. Notice to all park personnel, please do not attempt to repair any damaged park structures without first consulting with Gracewind Park Services. Okay, what do we have here?
Hello? You there? Where am I? Where did you send me?
That's not the hiker.
I just shook up to some empty tower. I already told you. This is not funny.
See, he's over there now.
I've had an extremely long night. So please, just tell me where you are. Show me where you are. I need to know that I am not alone out here.
Okay, so right now I think, yeah, he's in tower. Yep, he's in tower 2. We're in tower 4, so he's all the way over there because clearly he's not here. He's at a tower, and since he's not here, he's got to be on the opposite one. 1972, 20 missing in 1 summer.
Thank you.
See, now that's the real hiker, right? Oh, hold on. The Gracewind Herald. Hikers chased by a wild animal. Park services were shocked this morning to discover a man trespassing in Gracewind State Park. After coaxing the man down from the fire tower, local authorities were able to determine that he had been led there by a park ranger to escape from a wild animal. The park ranger responsible for helping this man has declined to comment. I think this is actually the good ending. This is where the hiker survives and the goat man gets captured. You know, playing this game again just makes me think, was Do You Copy just all along one big setup for this sequel? Maybe not, considering it was made in 48 hours, but I'm kind of glad we do have a sequel because it's definitely one of those games that leaves you wanting for a lot more. And I could have stayed and grabbed maybe the other ending, the other 2 endings. I think there's 4 in total, but ultimately it's either the hiker lives or he dies, and the same for your character, and then some minor changes between dialogue depending on what options you choose. But I got what I wanted, and that is basically just a little refresher. We got the goat man, we've got the woods. He either kills you or he doesn't. He either kills a hiker or he doesn't. And then now in this game, we'll be playing as a detective within the same woods, searching for a missing person. So with that said, welcome to the direct sequel of Do You Copy? The Leeds Murder.
Hello? I need your help. I need you to find my son, Michael. I think he went out to Gracewind Park. Please, you have to find him.
Michael, wasn't that a name that we read in the bulletin of Do You Copy? Wasn't he the killer? I think I could be mistaken here, but it sounds very familiar. Reminder for heading out. Do not forget, another distraught mother looking for her missing kid in Gracewind Park. Shouldn't even be worth mentioning, really. I could do this job from my office and tell her I never found anything. Wait for a park ranger to find a ripped up jacket or something and just call it a day. But something about this feels off. There's a wrongness to it that it's burrowed into my bones and I just can't shake it. I should remember to bring a flashlight. Did I put batteries in it? and lock the place up. No telling how long it'll be this time. Okay, so I think we got a battery right here. There's a battery. We've got a radio.
Welcome back to Gracewind Live here on 93.6 WSPR. We're going live to our next caller. You're live on the air, so tell us, what's your favorite Gracewind memory?
Have you ever been out to the park at night? We went years ago.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I think we're all a little tired of hearing ghost stories about the Gracewind ghost.
This is different. I promise.
All right, we're gonna give you a chance here, but I'm ready to move on to the next caller if you're trying to pull a fast one.
It's a nice time. We were in the lake in the middle of November. Just a couple of teenagers drinking, smoking, getting up to the kind of trouble you'd expect teenagers to get up to. That's when we saw the lights in the water. It was like 1,000 constellations were bursting to life under the surface. We were awestruck, looking at it for hours.
Well, thanks for that, caller. That really was an unexpectedly pleasant
I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
We're going to move on to the next caller now. All right, caller, you're live on the air, so...
Paul went towards the water first. He walked into it without flinching. Even as the cold water wrapped up around him, he just kept going until he was gone.
What the hell?
Laura was next. I saw her walk in, and I could feel it. I was going to be next. It was going to be me. The thought of it was like a rock in my stomach.
Is this thing broken? Can we get another caller?
I tried to run into the woods. I ran until my legs were on fire and my lungs were ready to burst. No matter how far I ran, I always ended up back at the lake. So I did the only thing. I gave in. I walked to the water. It was cold, but the chill soothed the aches in my legs. It was washing over me. The stone in my stomach just pulled me into the lake.
Seriously, what is going on here?
And that's when I opened my eyes and looked around. We were sitting around the campfire. Our unopened beers were in the cooler. Everyone was still there. We never talked about it after that night, but I know they had the same experiences that I...
Stop it!
Is everything okay? I was just gonna tell my Gracewind story.
We're cutting the show early.
You just started, though.
I said...
Okay, so that was very bizarre. Why would he be so adamant about not having a caller tell his story? Are they hiding something? Maybe they're just fed up with all the bullshit. I mean, who knows? Oh, here's the key. And here's the flashlight. Okay, so let's go here. Bingo, we've got a flashlight. So here's the bulletin, similar to, again, what we saw in Do You Copy. This is the same JC story that we read. And this is the same article that you get once you get one of the bad endings. It's kind of nice that we already read that. And then this is... these we didn't really get to read too much because we kept, like, the hiker kept distracting us. So, Sasquatch sightings, UFOs, Goatman. Does the Park Service know? What are they hiding? Who was Michael Leeds? There it is, Michael Leeds. Stairs? Why stairs? Note to self, buy more pins. Lots more. Something is out there. The Park Service has no idea. Or do they? And they are denying it. Sure, I'll see something one of these nights. Okay, so that just goes to show you what I was thinking. Like, they're probably hiding something. 1972, 20 missing people in one summer. 1999, 8 missing so far. How many more this year? 45, 17 missing on one trail. Yikes. 1918, insufficient evidence. Local library needs better archives. Some of the words are misspelled in this game, and my reading is already shit enough, so please bear with me, okay? Goatman. Weird. Yeah, these are all the same thing. See, right here it says, the rash of disappearances around Gracewind Park seem to have come to a close with the arrest of Michael Leeds. Leeds, a local farmer, was a regular presence around Gracewind Lake for the last 20 years and has been linked to the disappearance of a survivor of one of his attacks. Okay, who the fuck? Okay, let's head out, shall we? I am intrigued. Welcome again to the Leeds Murder. Oh man, this looks nice. Gracewind Park Ranger. Wait, so are we in Gracewind right now? This is actually crazy because... Wow. We just played Do You Copy, and in that game we're actually, you know, we're in the park itself, but we're in the tower. And now in this game, we actually get to explore, you know, the inner webbings of the actual forest of Gracewind Park. That is so fucking cool. Now that was not parked there intentionally, I can tell you that much. That was something else is going on there. Dude, I'm so happy we decided to play Do You Copy right before this, because even, again, I didn't really remember much of it, but even if I did, it just doesn't hit the same, you know? Something changed. What the f... What? Okay, is that like a portal or something? Oh my goodness gracious, look at that house. That is one spooky house. Let's check this over here. Oh, hold on, we've got a note here or something. Ooh, 1893 winter. Handwriting is shaky, inconsistent, and much more difficult to read. Children. Eurydice can't. This can't happen. She's killing children. She took my other eye. I helped the children back to Gracewind. She still lets me see, but the only word I see is the one that she sees. A sea of possibility, muddied with indecision. Eurydice pulled me to different places, different times with ease. Huh. She shows me what she wanted. The children would have been lost, never to return to their homes. She shows me how they would have starved as the cold weather moves in. I don't understand why. She saved me. Why not those children? The people of Gracewind think that I had something to do with it, with them getting lost in the first place. After all of this, they still don't trust me. Eurydice promises that she will be my eyes. I no longer want my angel, but I feel that I need her now. Is this what she wanted? With how much she sees, she must have known this would happen. I don't know anymore. What? Who is Eurydice? What is that? Hold up, bro. Did it just get fucking dark out of nowhere? Oh, yeah. Okay. On your toes. On your toes, Ray. On your toes. Here we go. Gracewind is home to all kinds of unique natural phenomena. Take, for example, Gracewind Lake. Due to the unique shape of the lake's basin, it reflects a very different constellation from what you see in the sky. If you look very closely, you can see some stars in the lake that aren't even in the sky. This optical illusion is just one of the many special things you'll find in Gracewind State Park. Nice. Okay. Oh, I think we've got a key here. Front door key. We've got a little shed over here. Let me take a look here. Oh, it's locked. Hopefully we can unlock that later on. I would like to say we are going to. Ooh, oh my god, this is spooky. Oh, I hate places like this. Okay, let's start. Let's start from here. We got some books. We've got another letter, quite the hefty one. Hey boss, she's in my head. Everything out here has been pretty normal. I found something in the lake that's now it's in my mind. An old cabin about a mile out from Gracewind. Could that be the cabin we're in now? There wasn't much there except for Alice. Still alive after all this time. But I marked the location down. I'm going to put up some caution signs. Since my Lady of the Lake needs the site undisturbed, we don't want anyone getting hurt out there. We've got some more missing people this week too. because Alice's pet won't let us do our work, so I've been keeping an extra eye out. Gotta make sure no one else is drawn away from my lady's light. Gets hurt out there after all. Bro, the text in this game is like, there is no proper grammar here whatsoever. This is like, again, I'm already bad at reading, bro. This is not okay. I'll make another trip out there tomorrow to make sure the witch is sealed away. My lady needs nourishment. Those signs to get posted. I'll update you soon. Who the hell is my lady? Is he talking about his wife or what's going on here? A nice looking fireplace. All right, nice little clock here. Another locked drawer. Gabbro Farm? Didn't they say that Michael dude was a farmer or something? November 1879. I see her sometimes. The angel that saved me from the water. Ma says she's not real. No one else has ever seen her. But I gave my angel a name anyway. Eurydice. Oh, shit. So did this guy... Was he drowning in the lake at some point and they saved him? Some sort of spiritual being or something? I think it's a pretty name. My angel sings when I tell her that she has a name now. I can hear it. A twinkling sound like bells at the back of my head. Ma doesn't understand. Eurydice tells me not to worry about Ma and Pa. She sings me to sleep every now and... Yo, I don't like that. I don't know who Eurydice is, but I don't like her already. The town of Gracewind today formally announced the disbanding of the Gracewind Scouts program. For years, this junior outdoorsman club has been the subject of controversy, especially after the disappearance of Scout Troop 19 during the overnight trip to Gracewind Lake. Okay, so weird things have definitely been happening here in Gracewind. Not that we don't know that, of course. We've got a bookshelf. Oh god, that does not look good. Oh yeah, what the fuck? Personal log, the cabin. This place is a mess. I cannot imagine why someone would ever want to live here, much less how someone could have found this place. And just as I was getting ready to give it up, and call this whole thing a lost cause, I heard it. A slamming sound on the other side of the house. Somebody's banging on something here. Hello? Another locked door. Oh, shit. Okay. There are some chains under the bed. That's not... Picked up shed door. Oh, for the shed. 1887 spring. More strangers this week. Eurydice showed them to me. Coming through the woods, lost and cold. She showed me all of the things that would happen to them. The ways that they would be hurt trying to get back to their homes. The people of Gracewind turned their backs on me long ago. But they have the decency to leave me to my own devices. Doesn't make any sense. So I helped them. Eurydice was furious. I fell today. Eurydice has protected me for so long. So I thought to myself that in just a few moments I would be back on the trail, that everything would be fine. But the longer I sat there in the underbush, covering my bleeding eye, the more it set in that this was happening in the now. She had made her message clear. If I betrayed her, there would be a cost. I had forgotten what it was like to fear. My angel Eurydice. I never realized how thin her patience ran. Oh my god. We've got some sort of music note. What is that? Shed door. Okay. It's one piece of sheet music. I wonder what happened to the other half. Okay, I know there's like a piano over there, but... Oh, hell no. A journal. An old journal. September 9th, 1999. The ritual will be done. No one would ever think to stop me by returning my personal effects to me. A sign of vision from a baptismal bird, the distant memory hidden in a melody of shattered sun, my locket sealed by song, promises of the body revealed by cleansing flame, and the sign of hope dancing on a traitor's tongue. So long as they stay hidden, my return is inevitable. God, almost everything is locked here. Eurydice, I'm just an investigator. Please do not kill me. What is this? A wax doll. This small wax figurine was resting on a windowsill in the cabin, almost as if standing guard. Who would take the time to make something like this, and why would they just leave it lying around like that? There seems to be a symbol carved into it, and I cannot scratch it away, no matter how hard I try. It was on a windowsill, facing the bedroom watching. Did I say windowsill? Windowsill, sorry. Alright, there's a whole bunch of notes here too. A washing basin filled with a pungent liquid. Okay. Let's take a look at this note here. Wow, it's a lot of reading. Just my specialty, right? Yeah. Tonight was a weird one, boss. I know you don't read these, but it makes me feel better thinking that you do, so I'm gonna pretend. Saw some movement down at the lake. There weren't any cabins or campsites rented out, so it seemed kind of fishy. And I didn't want to repeat of the incident of those kids from a few weeks ago happening again, so I went to go check it out. And I know you said it isn't so serious and no one was hurt, but I learned, I swear. I'm printing out all those notices and keeping them up on the board here. Anyways, I went down to check it out. Nothing too weird, just an old guy that went out for a hike. He didn't look like much of a hiker, but he did tell me about the trail he took to get there, and it sounded like it all checked out. Just another local. They don't make them anywhere else like they do in Gracewind. He invited me to look out at the stars from the lake for a bit, and I don't know why, but I said I would. Took a seat right on a stump and stared out into that big empty nothing. I don't get stargazing, honestly. At least I thought I didn't. But then I looked up and I saw those stars and that lake, and I found myself thinking, you know, maybe there's something to it after all. But that's not the weird part. You ever have a song you just can't get out of your head, or an itch that won't go away no matter how hard you scratch it? I feel that out around the back of my mind, like there's a thought and I just can't reach it. Every time I think about the lake now, it's like scratching that itch. Damn if it isn't persistent though. Life works in very mysterious ways, man. When I was in school, I tell my son this. If there's one thing you should do when you're younger in school, read a shit ton of books. Read as much as you fucking can. It is so important. In school, I hated reading, bro. Like, I hated fucking reading. And now I do YouTube videos, and 90% of the videos I have to fucking read, which is hilarious. Life works in crazy ways sometimes. 1909. Handwriting is still shaky and messy, but slightly less so. Okay, so we've got a timeline here. Eurydice left a child on my doorstep. A wailing, stinking, screaming thing. I can only imagine what it looks like. As much as I hate her, I cannot bring myself to let an innocent suffer for her actions. I'll name the child Philip. 1912. Philip was grown prodigiously. He's much larger than I would have expected, and he has started to speak. Babbling mostly, but hear him trying to form words. 1914. Philip is standing and walking on his own. His ability to speak is unusual. He has great difficulty forming words of his own, but he can repeat things that he has heard with incredible accuracy. Just today, I heard him repeating bird calls that he had heard while laying in his bed. 1917. So the kid here is approximately 8 years old. More and more people from Gracewind find themselves near my home every week. No matter how many times I tell them, they keep coming this way. This is Eurydice's doing. I know it. Philip understands my anger. I'm trying to keep them safe, but they don't know the danger that she possesses. He wants to scare them off, but I've told him that would only make things worse. I hope he understands. Let's go outside here to the shed. Bingo. Okay, we've got another note. May 1881. Pa brought me down to the lake last week. I didn't know what he was planning to do. He held my head under. He told me that it was better if I weren't alive, that no daughter should have to grow up to be a witch. I didn't know that the water could make you feel like there's fire inside of you. Everything went black. And then Pa was bringing me back down to the lake. I told him I didn't want to go, but he brought me back down to the lake again. He told me no daughter should have to grow up to be a witch. The water, fire inside, dark. I heard the bells, and Pa was taking me back down to the lake again. I didn't want it to happen. I tried to run. Water, fire, dark, the bells. I called out for Ma. Water, fire, dark, the bells. I don't know how many times it happened, but I don't know how many times he brought me down to the lake. How many times he dragged me down there before I did it. Before I pushed him in. I hope he felt it. Water, fire, dark. I should tell Ma. What in the fuck? Oh, we just picked up a music box. Oh, pause.
Please, you have to help me. I'm just as trapped as you are.
Excuse me. Wait, is that? Oh my god. Hold on, is that? If you go here to Ranger Journal 3, there wasn't much there except for Alice, still alive after all that time. Is that Alice under there? Oh shit. What is this? Oh fuck. Hello? We've got a UV light. Whoa. Transcript: Michael Leeds arrest record. We'd gone out camping to get away from everything. Me, Cliff, David, and Kaylin wanted to spend some time getting back to nature. The first night was great. Just the four of us hanging out under the stars, swapping stories about work and plans for the future. We passed out around the fire. The first thing we noticed was David was gone. All of his things were still outside of his tent, completely untouched. I went with Kaylin to look for him, and Cliff stayed behind in case he came back. When we got back, Cliff just looked scared. He'd seen a ghost. He said he heard David calling for help, but he wasn't able to find him. He had trouble sleeping the second night. At some point, we heard David screaming for help again, and Cliff ran into the woods like a madman to try to find him. Kaylin and I took off after him, trying to follow the sounds of his voice, but I swear it started to sound like he was all around us. I felt like we were running for hours before we stumbled upon the woods and onto a trail that ended up in front of a rundown cabin, which again is the cabin that we're probably in right now. I told Kaylin to wait outside while I checked it out. She was gone when I got back. Never even heard her scream. I never heard any of them. You see how it says hurt, but then it's supposed to say heard? Because he says on the previous sentence, I never even heard a scream, and then following it says I never heard any of them. It just doesn't make sense. And like when I see that shit, my brain goes like, it goes crazy. But anyways, I never heard any of them. There was something else out there that night, and it sounded exactly like them. Yeah, we know who it is, bro. The Goat Man, right? Or whatever his name, whatever the fucking thing is. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, so we got some clues right here. Oh, we can interact with this. This is a beautiful painting of Grace. Oh, look at the lights that we're talking about on the lake right there. Let me try this. An old piano. Okay, so let's try and match up the symbols here. Oh. Okay, we're onto something. Now we can use the music note that we grabbed earlier. No. Hold on. What in the world? Goat skull carving. I found this in the secret compartment of a piano in the cabin. I feel like it's drawing me back towards the trap door that I found in the bedroom. Look at this note here. We haven't read that. Person logged the call. 2 days ago, I got a call from a woman asking me to look for Michael Leeds. I'd seen the name earlier in the week. Local guy in his 50s, fresh out of prison. He was accused of killing his buddies on a camping trip back in the 70s, just a few days out. He was already popping up on flyers around town. Missing. Last seen heading into Gracewind State Park. I've seen those 7 words too many times since I moved out here. They might as well say, don't bother. You're not going to find them. I told her I would do my best and plan to just wait it out until she gave up. They usually do. And that call came through last night. The man on the other end of the line was out of breath. It's me. Michael, I found in the woods. Wrong number. That's what I told myself. Just another Michael. Not the guy that I was looking for. I said it to myself over and over again. I was still trying to convince myself even while I was talking to the park ranger who told me about the car that had driven through the service entrance, which is, I think, the car that we saw once we got here initially, the truck. And now here I am in front of the stolen Gracewind Park Ranger vehicle, parked in front of the cabin that's not marked on any of the park maps. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so we have now... Oh my god, what the fuck's happening? Hold on, let me actually try... Okay, we got that upside down. We got that... Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'll just call it a pyramid. Upside down pyramid. I would call this a star, and... a bee's butt. Just stupid names I used to remember. Aha! Hello? The hell is this? Okay, this is... That's a fucking crow with us. A dead crow. Sadistic ritual? I found a dead bird on a locked room that had been completely trashed. Maybe this will open up another door. Or another one of those chains, I should say. Leeds is the lady's candidate. She tried to use him before, but he wasn't ready. He is now. Everything is in place. Her puppet can't stop us. I took a piece of the monster. Using her own child to lock her away is instrumental. Sealing it away behind a memory was just a bonus. I locked the clue to get it and hid the key under a marked rock. Her locket will remind her of all she's lost. She'll see it all through her own eyes, cursed and buried away inside the same birds that mocked her. Now we just need leads. But the lady wants others, just in case. It shouldn't be hard. But that thing keeps interfering. We'll think of something. It says something about a rock. There's not going to be a rock. There'll be a rock outside. See, I thought it was going to be this little rock here. Oh, hold on. Well. What do we have here? Picked up a drawer lock. Alright, so what drawer is that? Oh, shit. Perfect. Lady of the Lake. You don't have to worry about Alice anymore. She's just a husk. A worthless pile of bones and skin trapped in a rotted out root cellar. She could ruin everything, all of the things we've worked for. I'll take care of it. All we need is a vessel. I followed your instructions and sealed her in the cellar door. Her abomination tried to stop me, but I was able to fetch her eye. It'll make a good sigil. I just need a way to keep it out of the monster's reach. All that's left is the other 4, and we can be rid of her for good. So that is Alice. That is, in fact, Alice down there. Okay, so I'm going to try... Yep, we have another note right there. Oh. We just got another offering. A piece of wood. Hold on. Into the rough shape of a malformed goat's head. There are some unintelligible markings on it, but they seem important. That's not what we got, bro. What am I doing? A broken goat's horn. Whatever animal this came off of must have been huge. It's been marked with a series of strange... Oh my god. What is happening here, dude? We still need to... Let me see if I can... Just hope I'm not missing anything around here. Let's go to the offering room and see what we can find, shall we? Yeah, that's clear. How do I get the key to that? Let me see. Let me give another offering. Maybe that works. Oh boy.
I don't know if she'll hold you here. I hope she lets you move on. You don't deserve this curse.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm just trying to like give an offering and then see if anything changes. You know what I mean? Everything seems to be the same around here. Yeah, nothing really has changed. Okay, so let's go back over here. Give another offering, maybe. Let's give this one. Uh-oh.
I know this can't be easy. If you knew the choice you were making, you would turn back. Sure, you would do it, but I can't stay here longer.
Okay, well, I'm trying to help you, you know. Let me take a look here. A dead bird with some kind of sigil carved into the chest. A broken gold horn. And this room is actually kind of crazy if you look at it. There's a bunch of chains here. And look at the walls. Could that have been the goat? Or what? Something huge. And here we've got like food on the ground for whoever was chained up here. Let me just try and... I don't know, just... Journal entry. The dead crow. I tried placing the crow on the trap door. There seemed to be a small reaction, but nothing else. Maybe I'm missing something. Do I need to prepare? Oh, hold on. What about here? We done did it. Guys, we did it. Something happened to the crow. A dead bird with some kind of sigil. Okay, it doesn't tell me what happened to it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to work now. Let's go ahead and try that. Now we can put the horn. Yeah, that'll be the next one. Oh, hold on. Pause.
It was always meant to be like this. I'm sorry. I wish there was another way, but I'll be walking out of here in that body of yours. I wish mine was in a better state.
What? No, I'm out. What the fuck you mean? She was saying she was gonna take my body? What in the fuck? Piecing things together, the pool. There's something written in my notebook. It looks like it's handwriting, but I don't remember writing any of this. The last thing I remember was unlocking the trap door in the house, and then it's all hard to make out. I felt her. Whatever I did, whatever weird ritual I helped finish, it helped her get into my head. She was so sad, desperate. That split second where she was, where we shared the same fleeting moment of being, I felt the need to trade places with her. Oh, hell no. I lost all senses of where my own thoughts ended and Alice's started. But I wasn't afraid. A blissful calm, like sitting in the shallows of a lake and the summer washed over me. And I knew that she deserved a chance at this, at being Alice Ketter. Something had controlled her, taken her lead on every action in her life, and made her a passenger in her own body. And she had spent, what, days? Years? Trying to find another way. And who am I to deny her that? The rain soaked through the rest of the page, but at least the rest of the journal was fun. Is this guy actually contemplating on, hey, that might be a good idea? No, I don't think that's a good idea, stupid. I think that's a terrible idea. Wait, why is the key here again? Okay, I do not understand. Why is everything locked? Here I am again at the Ketter cabin, the last place that Michael Leeds was seen. I know that I was just there. I know that I never left. I know that something unnatural is happening. All that's left is to find out what. I cannot tell if I'm not able to leave here because something is keeping me here or because I don't want to. Not until I find out the truth, at least. Maybe that should scare me more than it does, but it is what it is. Yeah, you see, everything is like, it's like we never did any of it. Hello? Okay, I don't... Do I have any of my items? I got the horn still. Oh. Bookshelf cabinet. Hold on. Music page. Alright, let's go open up the shed. Look at this, bro. Everything is still here. How insane. Okay, that's open. This is locked. Phenomenal. Not what I was hoping for, but fuck it, I guess. Right now, my inventory, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing something. Got the bread there again. Yellow cabinet key. Was that there all along? A glass vial containing a thin, opaque liquid. It smells bitter and it's remarkably cold to the touch. So we can't use that there. If that's liquid, maybe we can mix it with this. Hold on, journal updated. I found a glass vial with a strange liquid in it. It looks like it could be some kind of catalyst if I combine it with something else. After adding the second liquid into the basin, it seems to have taken on some viciously caustic properties. Could probably dissolve something organic in here. So the only thing that we have that's organic is the bird. Let's see if we get the same thing back. We got something back. A glass eye. Oh shit, that's the glass eye. The glass eye that was once residing in the crow. That's the one from the notes that we got. I don't know.
Please, you have to help me. I'm just as trapped as you are.
What is that? The lighter. Oh, shit. Hold on. Mysterious lighter. The ghost appeared again, and then this lighter showed up. All right, so the lighter. Where could the lighter be used? In the kitchen anywhere? Can I use it in this liquid? No. What about... Close that fucking door, bro. What about here? There it is. There it is. When I set the bird inside of one of the locks, it's almost like the whole thing was consumed. No trace of what was inside of it, though. Music box. I placed the music box on the trap door and removed one of the locks. Wonder what kind of song I used to play. I set the doll down on the door. I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. Wait, what about the wax doll here? You see? It looks like it could almost be a candle. But there's no wick on it. There it is. That's kind of fucking melt. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Pause. A silver ring. This ring was sealed away inside the wax figure that I found earlier. I cannot help but feel that it is important. Maybe it has something to do with the locks over that hatch in the bedroom. Okay, so that's if we go to the journal. Hidden in melody. My locket sealed by song. Body revealed by cleansing flame. And the sign of hope dancing on a traitor's tongue. Thought I was gonna see it there. Okay, hold on. Do I have anything to give to this? Are you fucking kidding? Dude, hold on. I can use this with the music box. What? That's literally... Oh, God.
I don't know if she'll hold you here. I hope she lets you live. You don't deserve this, nurse.
Oh, my God.
I know this can't be easy. If you knew the choice you were making, you would turn back. She wouldn't let you do it. But I can't stay here longer.
Oh, my God. New clue. New clue.
There was a plan in place. If you hadn't strayed, it would have never led to this.
What?
So, don't be mad at him. He's been so devoted to keeping me safe. Maybe next time, though, things will be better. Stay calm. It'll all be over soon.
What are you talking about?
It'll only hurt for a moment.
What are you talking about? Oh, fuck! Okay. That doesn't look good. What just happened? You gotta be kidding. There's no fucking way. The creature. I should be dead, not standing on the path of the Keter cabin. Something came through the door. Something big and vicious. Fangs and claws and shrieking blind rage. I felt its claws tear right through me, and then on that fading edge of nothing, I was back here. Am I dead? Is that why I'm here? Now, there's more happening here than I first thought, but I'm alive. Flesh and blood, just like whatever it was that tried to kill me. I cling to what I saw, even if it feels like the memory is fading away every second that goes by. I'll get to the bottom of this. After all, that's what I do, isn't it? Finding missing people. So what if I'm the one who's lost his time? Oh shoot, damn, that's kind of trippy. Nothing happened. Great. Find the liquid, pour it in. What? You have to find it, pour it in. Pour what in, bro? I just needed to write it down. I remember when I saw the shapes. The house back in the woods. Her house. While I was locked up, I did research on Gracewind. A lot of research. Alice Ketter lived in those woods. The last person to ever be tried for witchcraft in Gracewood. Just an old blind woman who lived in the woods and used to scare kids off of her property, right? She's been dead longer than I have been alive. But I can't help but think, what if? What if that was her house? What if it was all true? What if she's the reason they all went missing? What if I just tried harder to find them all that night? I'm going back to find out what happened. I'm taking this letter with me so that if I go missing, someone else will know. And if I do make it back, no one will ever know that I even went out there. Hold on, what if... This is incredibly irritating to me. Is that the little girl? Hold on a minute, bro. Okay, good. I don't know if I have to do particular items, but I'm gonna do only the ones that...
You have to help me. I'm just as trapped as you are.
The ones that are mentioned mainly in the journal.
I don't know if she'll hold you here. I hope she lets you move on. You don't deserve this curse.
Okay, now we got the ring.
I know this can't be easy. If you knew the choice you were making, you would turn back. She would even let you do it. But I can't stay here longer.
Fuck, man. Is this right? I don't think so.
Don't do this. Don't give her what she wants. Can't you see what she's doing?
What? I tried placing one of the extra runes down, but it didn't interact with that trapdoor like it did before. It seems like this last lock has something specific that it's looking for. Oh, shit. Where are we?
I'm trapped. Just like me. You can stop this. Please, just help me. We can stop her. I promise. Just turn back.
Yo, that sounded like the guy screaming, the hiker, right? What the fuck? Where are we? This is getting pretty interesting right now. I don't know where this road leads, but it's the only place we can go right now, I suppose. Maybe we'll find the specific item and then come all the way back here. Oh my god. Guys, that's the watchtower. Oh, that's the freaking watchtower from Do You Copy? Now the question is that Tower 2 or Tower 4? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, our tower was not red. This has got to be the other tower. Bro. Now we can't see the other tower from here. No, this looks directly like this. This is almost like... don't see the other tower, though. It's kind of odd they wouldn't add it here. Unless I'm fucking blind and I can't see right now, but... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this is our tower, man. What is happening? The park is quiet most nights. This job was a lifesaver. Ever since I came back to Gracewind, things have felt off. It's like there's something in the air that just doesn't sit right. So it feels good to get out of town and spend most of the time up here. I think it's good that they make us keep these journals. The boss says that they're logs and a necessary requirement. I asked what the hell that was supposed to mean, but all he said was, it was for the best. And to just do it. Some of the other guys say it's because other overnighters went missing. A lot of the guys say that the park gets really creepy. You've been on your own here for a while. I think they're just trying to scare me, so they can get the overnight pay for themselves. Not that the place needs any help being scary. The lake, especially. If you read this, boss, you should know. That lake's something else. It just sits out there, smooth as glass. And the stars don't reflect in it. It's like a mirror to somewhere else entirely. Alright, so we gotta look for something here. Oh, shit. There it is. There it is. The wooden sigil. Found this wooden sigil in the Firewatch Tower. It is the same one as I've seen in the cabin. I believe this is the final piece of the puzzle. Oh my god. Let's get the hell out of here then. I just hope this fucking thing doesn't come and eat me. Remember, the goat man is out there somewhere. Let's just pray that it behaves. And pray that tonight it does not want to feast on my flesh. So I guess now we go to the cabin. Whatever's going to happen after we release the final chain, I just want to say I wouldn't be surprised if we die. Not one bit. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. I have a really bad feeling about this.
What did I do? I kept her away. I did everything to keep her claws away from the edge of our world. And now, I can feel it. The slow turn of a knife in my mind. It's done already, isn't it? She's there. She's just letting me speak my last words. I was never... I didn't mean... I wasn't going to hurt anyone. I just mean...
Yeah, you needed a body, so what? You stole one? Okay, we just heard banging from it. Is that it? We just leave? Okay, good. Oh, look at this. Are we able to leave? There ain't no damn way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it till I see it. That's just a fact. I wasn't able to open the oh shoot, man. I wasn't able to open the damn trap door. I really thought the game was going to include like an underground section of the house. That would have been really cool. But you know what? I'm absolutely content with it. I thought this was a nice little adventure. And I'm really glad again that I got to play Do You Copy before. Even though we played it 5-6 years ago, I just think that it was the right thing to do. If not, it just wouldn't have hit the same. And I have to say, although Do You Copy was a lot more simplistic, there's just something about that game, you know. This one was good, but what made this one really good was like at the end where you actually get to go to the tower. Like if they would have not included that part, I think this game would have like just been but that emotional attachment to that tower, I think made a big deal, in my opinion. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you later.